An ex-LHA property can be really difficult to fund actually. There are nowhere near as many lenders that will look at LHA, ex-LHA properties than there are to the normal property. So it really is about knowing the lenders. And not just knowing the lenders, but knowing how the lenders are changing as well, because there will be some lenders that will be quite keen to look at ex-LHA properties, but then they could sort of disappear and say, well, actually, we're not doing that anymore. And other lenders will come in and say, well, actually, we will look at ex-LHA. So it really is about being on top of the market all the time, because it's not just about the individual that's doing the ex-LHA property now. It's will they be able to sell it? Will they be able to sort of say, look, this is a really good buy-to-let investment when they want to get rid of it in 5-10 years' time, if the opinion of ex-LHA properties is still the same. So it's really key to build the relationship with your advisor. Speak to Property Drives Financial Services. We know the market where it is at the moment. We know that who are looking at these sorts of properties. But most of all, if we're presenting to a lender, it makes sense if we know everything about you. So if we're talking about one particular ex-LHA property in your portfolio, for example, and we're looking at a whole portfolio refinance, or we're looking at moving some things that way, that ex-LHA property might become virtually sort of unimportant, and a lender will say, actually, it's one property of 5, not really an issue. If you've got 10 or 20 ex-LHA properties, it could be a bigger issue. So rather than us saying, look, an ex-LHA property is a problem, it might not be. It's really down to, let's find out exactly what this is. In what way does this property sit now? Is it the only ex-LHA property in a block? Is everything now owned privately? What is the general outlook of that property and where that property is? It can make a huge difference. And the fact that we can actually talk to an underwriter directly and say, look, this is the situation, this is where the property is. More often than not, we've probably seen the property as well, so we can say it's got this on the left hand side, that on the right hand side. Everything is great. Can make the world of difference, which means we can push those sorts of deals ahead, whereas other people might struggle. But it's that communication really. It's having that conversation at the beginning, and then seeing what we can do.